Have you ever seen this image or this texture in Roblox? Some people say this is just a weird picture of a greeny, yellowish image. Some people say this is just a classic wood or a old wood weird texture, but this image that people call a weird or just a wood is actually one of the legendary picture, or should I say, texture in Roblox. This is the symbol of the legendary symbol, a texture of old days, a nostalgic era in the world of Roblox. Meet the forgotten texture material of Roblox, the golden age image of the legendary Wanwoods. The legend of Wanwood, from poetry to digital prestige. The story of Wanwood is unique because it is one of the few instances where Roblox's history intersects with classical literature. While many players assume Wanwood is just a random name made up by developers, its origins actually date back to 1880. Back then, the word was coined by the Victorian poet Gerard Manley Hopkins in his famous poem Spring and Fall. In the poem, he uses Wanwood to describe a forest of falling, decaying leaves. The prefix wan means pale, sickly, or fading. When the early Roblox developers, specifically Shedletsky, who was known for including nerdy or literary references, were looking for a name for a new dark wood texture, they chose this obscure poetic term to give the material a sense of ancient mystery. And this is everything started. The birth of the texture. 2008 to 2009. In the early days of Roblox, the platform only had a few basic materials like plastic and wood. The standard wood was light-colored and simple. To create something more elite, the developers designed a custom texture map, a 2D image file. This image featured a dark, rich grain with high contrast and hints of mossy green. Instead of making it a button in the building menu, they wrapped this image around a specific item. The Wanwood crown. This crown was given as a prize to the winners of the 2009 Worlds of Wood building contest. Because only 10 people won that contest, the Wanwood look immediately became associated with the best builders and the wealthiest players. Because of that, this is where the golden age of the status symbol started. Between 2010 and 2015, Wanwood reached its peak. Since there was no Wanwood button in Roblox Studio, pro builders would find the texture ID, the secret code for the image, and manually apply it to their blocks. If you walked into a game and saw walls or floors made of Wanwood, you knew the creator was an OG who knew the platform's secrets. During this time, Roblox released more items like the Wanwood Antlers and Wanwood Greatsword. The combination of dark timber and green accents became the aesthetic of the elites. It wasn't just a texture. It was a way to show you had been on Roblox since the beginning. After that greatest peak, everything starts to fall apart. The modern shift and the rise of the forgotten. The decline of Wanwood began around 2021 to 2022 with the introduction of material service and PBR. Physically based rendering. Roblox introduced hyper-realistic 4K textures that reacted to light and shadow. This is everything changes after that. For New Gen's perspective, a player who joined in 2023, the classic Wanwood texture looks blurry or low quality compared to modern graphics. While a veteran looks at those pixels and sees a decade of history, a new player simply sees a low-resolution artifact that doesn't fit the hyper-realistic standards of today's platform. In an era defined by 4K PBR, physically based rendering, where wood grain actually reflects sunlight and has 3D depth, the flat, hand-painted look of Wanwood feels like a glitch in a modern world. To the new gen, the texture's high-contrast dark lines and mossy hues appear noisy or unpolished, rather than prestigious. They see a dirty block where an OG sees a relic of the golden age. Owning some of the Wanwoods items will be considered a rare type of account, Because of the rarity, the original Wanwood items now cost hundreds of thousands of Robux. They are almost never seen in public servers. They stay hidden in the private inventories of trader whales. Today, Wanwood is a forgotten legend. It exists as a legacy material, kept alive by veteran builders who want to preserve the old-school vibe. To the new gen, it's just a dark wood pattern. To the veterans, it is a 140-year-old poetic ghost that defined the early days of Roblox.